we got a card bar built, we've got flooring in, walls are painted, trim's good, right? Like we're ready to finalize it, put product in here, and open it. I think the nice part about being so busy now is I've never sat down and really been like, this is a massive undertaking, right? I bought my first building. We're building this massive this card shop, right? I'm putting all of the money and time into, this project because I want it to be so cool. But I've never really, because we're so busy on a daily basis, I've never really sat down and been like, and really thought about it. But the fact that I'm 2 weeks away from opening and you can see the vision inside this card shop, right? You can see everything we've been planning for the last 90 to 120 days. Right? This has been, we started buying this building months ago. And to be here, to get through that whole, because that was a process buying the building, right? I know, you weren't as involved in that, but like, the buying a building process was a pain, and then you get it, and then just all of the kind of the roadblocks along the way. It's just to be this close to opening and seeing the vision come together after everything we've been through is just rewarding. But I'm so ready for it to be here. When I went to college as a college freshman at Miami, they had like posters out for sale at just outside the student union, and I remember going to it, and I was like, oh, this was when posters were big, and there was a bunch of kids out there. I was like, oh, let's go see. And I saw the Jordan Wings one. I'd never seen it before, and I was like, dude, this is so cool. I gotta buy this. And hung it in my college dorm as a freshman. You can't tell me that's not awesome. Dude, look at that. That is awesome.
ESC10 signature too, no smears.
Is there smears?
No, there's none.
No bird soars too high if he soars with his own wings. So I thought that was kind of cool to be able to buy the autographed version from Upper Deck and be able to display that. It just fits so nicely on the wall. Again, aesthetically, it just looks fantastic. So thought that was a great piece to be able to put out for sale in the shop was the Jordan Wings photo. Yeah, so when we first started this, it was January 4th, and we anticipated it being 5, 6 weeks, maybe 7 weeks. I think initial thoughts were we would open on March 1st, and here we are, a couple days away from opening, 2 months later nearly. And we're going to come down to the wire with it. And I don't think that was what we had, that certainly wasn't the hope, right? Is to come 2 months over schedule and still be this close to open without things done. So a lot of people doing a lot of work at the moment to really make sure that this place is going to be perfect when we open. David's fixing some of the card bar, or some of the shelving behind the card bar. Some of that was kind of wobbly. He's fixing that. Regina's been helping try to locate the doors, the new doors we're putting on. Dustin and JD are bringing stuff over for the new spot, make sure that's all in place. So just really just doing a lot, right? Everybody's got a full slate of things to do, being 5 days, from opening. It's going to be tight, but I'm hopeful that come Tuesday morning everything is ready to go, and we can open Tuesday at noon and not have any issues. So today, officially move day. We're moving a little early. Anticipated this being on Monday instead of Sunday, but it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, and we sell pieces of cardboard that go in cardboard boxes. Those things don't do very well with the rain, so unfortunately just not something we can really chance. We've got people available today, so we're gonna get 8 or 9 people, help us get all of this stuff in a couple truckloads, take it all over. Fortunately, it's just right across the street, so not really much of a haul per se, just a bunch of people carrying a bunch of boxes, throwing them in a truck, going over there, unloading them, organizing them, getting ready for open, right? Still got some stuff to finish upstairs with like the showroom, so just unfortunately not gonna be able to put a lot of product out today, but as long as we can get it all over and just keep it away from the rain, that's all that really matters. So that's kind of the goal, is everything out of the office over next door, everything out of the shop over next door. That way we don't have anything anything here to move once it rains tomorrow. So we're gonna get all the office stuff done now, and then when the shop closes later today about 5, we'll take everything from the shop over later. All the singles, all the wax, register, supplies, all that stuff. So it'll all go over later today. So then once that stuff's done, then we can organize all this kind of stuff by sport, by boxes, whatever it may be. But we just got to get this a little bit more organized. Yeah. Some of the from the Asha stuff, which is all the embroidery stuff, that can get put in a section in a room. I just want to try to get it organized, yeah, so that we bring all the other stuff over here tomorrow. Since I can't put it upstairs yet, I need to basically have someplace to put it. Alright, so got a lot of people here doing a lot of different things. David's finishing up shelving, getting the showcase, the final piece for the custom showcase built. Got people downstairs sorting and building shelves and organizing all that stuff. I'm trying to get the offices set up, the computer set up, the printer set up. We've got people out running to get cords for stuff we need for computers. We've got somebody's out getting food. We've got the painters here painting the doors, painting the trim. David's putting the trim up. Glass guy will be here to finish the showcase here in a minute. So everything's coming down to the wire for sure. You don't get arms like this by carrying heavy stuff like that. No boring days. I'll get the heavy stuff. Yep, it is. I already put it in. The man's ahead of it. Got me beat.
David helped me put it in, but so we gotta finish it off and lock it down and everything. No, I don't want to do it again.
You said it was scary?
I mean, yeah, if it tweaks just the wrong way, you got the shatters.
We're not doing it again then.
packs.
That turned out freaking awesome. It's a pretty cool piece. Can't wait for this place to be done. We just put a piece of wood in and screw down?
The piece of wood.
You take these, keep breaking it all till it fits.
Yeah, I mean, even that, the piece of wood that I put back here will go tight to it too, especially if I cut that channel in it.
It can hold it.
Yep,
and
because
then
I'll
you're gonna
attach
screw
it down. Yep.
One of them will go here. One of them will go right there.
Makes sense.
The only other spots you can put frame jerseys besides out there are here, or we talked about this, David putting a bar that runs that way and a bar that runs that way and hanging them there and there. I don't want to hang them next to the TV at the moment. Regina said she doesn't care. So this will go up, the Tiger will go up, the LeBron will go up.
The 3.
Yeah. So you're basically looking at something like this. I already took 6 different box sizes and shapes, put them on there, and it works.
And it works.
Yep. So essentially what I've got to do is I've got to go in like Google Sheets, because that's where you do all pricing, that's where we print, and figure out the way to get as many on there, where you can basically just change the word, like they'll have a title up here and then I'll have a price down here. A lot of the things that need done are really outside of my control. I have, product organized, ready to go. I mean, once we get the computers on and the printer's working, I can print most of the price tags. I've got all the stuff I need to basically be open. I mean, we need to, put the product out, see where we want things. We've got to close the shop and move the boxes over here later, so we got to do that. But for the most part, I feel pretty good. A lot of the things that I'm like stressing about are things that I can't really control. So the shelving being up, the trim being up, the door frame getting here in time, just stuff like that. So yeah, just hoping it is all done in the next 36 hours. We'll lock you out. Can't get in.
How much heavier would that Keymaster than that white desk? That's heavier.
No way.
Than the desk?
Yeah, that desk is heavier. Alright, so yeah, we finally made it, right? It's kind of surreal to think that, we bought it in December. Bought the other spot in December and figured, like I said in the very beginning of episode 2, end of episode 1, we figured this would be a 4 to 6 week project, and here we are 5 months to the day almost since we started, and finally closing down the first ever shop, right? This was, I remember quitting my job and this being, kind of the dream when I quit my full-time corporate job, right? Was to one day own a card store, and then, 6 months after that happened, this opportunity presented itself to buy this, and I went into it with, an eighth of the inventory we have now, and really just everything was unknown. It was, is it gonna work? Is this what we really want to do? Will it just be me forever? Will we get some other people involved? Like, what does it look like, right? Just so unknown. And now nearly 2 years to the day since I bought it, we're closing up and moving on to bigger and better things. So it's been an awesome ride, right? I wouldn't have changed anything about the last 2 years for anything. It was super great. It taught me a lot being in here, a lot of stuff, but I'm just ready to pack it all up and move to the new spot and get on to the next adventure of CardCollector2 sports cards. kind of crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy, right? I mean, I've just come here every day for the last 2 years. I mean, it just, you know, ready to be in the new spot for sure. But this place, like I said, you know, teaches you a lot. Learned a lot about cards, learned a lot about myself, about running a business. It was great.
Prices?
Prizes.
Did you say? Alright, hold on.
Nothing, you got it with it? Also, like the phone. Alright, so we moved the shop over today, moved everything from the office, so now we've got a mess, but at least we're gonna get it all done tomorrow inside since it's gonna rain, so got 40 hours left until we open, so crunch time. First thing we're going to do is just got to see how much space we have for all the product. So been buying quite a bit of different things. So want to make sure we've got room for it all and kind of figure out where it's going to go on the floor. So have a lot more space, but have a lot more product, and need to kind of manage that and see where everything's going to go. Looks great. We had a lot of edits to it, so we couldn't ever decide what we wanted to do. I think it turned out great though. Help me get these to that table.
So we ordered custom steel doors, and they took a month and a half to get in. They were installing, there's 3 of them. They installed the first 2, no problems, but it came to the last one, which was the front door, the red door, the main door of the building. They sent us the wrong frame. And the way that the frame works is that it was cut on the right side, not the left side. So we couldn't shut the door and we didn't have a front door on the building. So I got a hold of our door guy, John, in Long Island, New York, who's 6:30 on Friday, drove to their manufacturing plant to cut us a steel frame to fix the issue. Second shift made it. They got it done at like 11 p.m. Friday night. And he mailed it to us Saturday morning, and it should hopefully be here 10:30 on Monday. So fingers crossed, but that was a lot because we weren't going to have a front door. I'm so excited. The door. We better have the front.
He pulled close too. He's like, this thing.
UPS, they have the door frame, hopefully. I hope this is what I need. I really hope so. Because I kept checking the tracking and it kept saying that it had arrived in the local UPS facility, but it wasn't on a delivery truck necessarily. So I was hoping and praying that this would come. We'll see. You were the man of the hour.
We don't always do that because nobody ever knows.
Yes, no, this is something I need a lot. Awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Oh, just put it right there.
We've got to find where everything's gonna go, and we've got to price everything, right? So like you've got to create all these price tags, you got to get prices on boxes that are out for sale, you've got to sort the dollar cards, quarter cards, things like that. Signage is going in today, that was a big thing. We've got more security stuff going today, we've got the doors, the door framing that was wrong is being put in today, we've got some painting being done today, we've got cleaning being done today, just really everything. Final touches final touches are being completed today, but the most important thing for today is to get the product out for sale so that when we open up tomorrow, it's all ready to go. Yeah, so it's great to be, so close, right? We started this January 4th was the first day David was out here with his team. Yeah, so we're officially, less than 24 hours away, or just over 24 hours away from opening, and it feels great to be this close.
So I put together this wall just to kind of showcase our history. Like we got pictures of the old shop, pictures of the day when we first bought it, what the outside looked like, Ryan signed the papers, opening day, some really great friends and customers of ours that have visited us, Ryan's podcast, and just kind of to show kind of our story and our journey and where we started and where we're going and what we want to accomplish. So it's just kind of really emotional looking back at all these photos to see, like, again, we started with this and now we're building something really special.
"2:30 in the morning. It's basically ready to go. We'll print some price tags tomorrow morning, make sure those get hung up. We'll do a final clean tomorrow, but it's pretty much ready at this point. Just got to double check some prices, work out some kids packs to give to the kids, get some like hoodies and shirts and some of the stuff we're gonna give away. Got to get those out. Still got some stuff to do, but for the most part, it's ready to go. And tomorrow's the day. All the hard work pays off, and it's officially day one. Really just can't say thanks enough to everybody who but I really appreciate the people in this room. Yeah, I just, long nights, early mornings, lots of phone calls, lots of hard work. A lot of people in this room, I will not forget the people that made this possible. So just want you guys to know I really, really, really appreciate it. Yeah, more than you know. So I just can't thank you guys enough for getting to this spot. So this was it was a journey, but you know, good news is we made it, and you know, hopefully years later we'll look back and we'll tell everyone it was all worth it. So appreciate you guys.